After watching this complete video, most of you will get net and some of you will get GRF. Why? Because it is the criteria for your 6% and it is the criteria for your 1%. And whoever misses this video and will not watch till the end, they are from the most of the guys who will not be able to crack this and this in this particular attempt. Hello everyone, welcome back once again to the channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how you can clear net or JRF in this very particular attempt of our December 2024, or if you are watching this video for June 2025, or in your entire life whenever you are watching this video for that session, how you can clear in the very first attempt. The main criteria, the main sole purpose of making this video is to save you from your number of attempts. Okay, there are many people who are giving this examination from like 1 year, 2 year maybe, or 3 year maybe, and still are not able to getting qualified for net even or JRF also. Okay, there are people for JRF and net, both of these things, and now you will be able to qualify this very easily. How? Let's find out. Before we move ahead, I would like to draw your attention towards the books list, the complete book list of ABC. Okay, so this is hardcore books for your UGC net psychology preparation, even for your GATE also, even for any exam happening in India. If you follow these three books religiously, completely, if you know each line, whatever, whenever, and however it is written, you will be able to crack that particular examination. Okay. Plus, one more thing is there which will need your support, or from which you will get most of the support to crack the examination, and that is the most important, most precious thing, that is your PYQ. Okay, so these PYQ, referred as previous year questions, are very important for this particular examination, and in each examination, through thorough analysis from 2021 to 2024, you will find PYQs getting repeated approximately 70% to 60%. Okay, so let's suppose you are, if you are having 100 questions in your paper, 60 to 70% questions are pretty much relevant for your PYQs or are totally relied on your previous year questions. Why? Because they have a limited syllabus from unit number 1 to unit number 10, and they have some limited basic concepts which are getting repeated again and again. Okay, so let's suppose if a question comes in 2021, it is not likely that it will same repeat in 2022, but it is most likely to repeat in 2023, and that has been the history so far, as well as in 2024. And sometimes you will also find that 2023 June question is coming, and the same year December the same question is coming in just a different way. So the theme remains the similar. It completely depends on your PYQs, how you are solving those PYQs, that you will qualify net or not. And for JRF, it also remains the same, how you are solving the PYQs plus little bit of luck. Okay, so luck also matters for your JRF thing, and no one can deny on that, because you will need, it will depend on how other peoples are also scoring, okay, for this GRF particular thing in paper 1 and paper 2 both as well. But for net, it is 100% sure that if you do the PYQs, nobody is going to mess your result, whatever the cutoff may be. Okay, you will never lose qualifying net once you get hold of the complete PYQs. Okay, and now you will understand why these PYQs are most important for your preparation. Okay, even if you have studied from the books, it's completely fine, those will help you, but if you have not done the PYQs properly, it will cost you a lot. Let's take one example. So this is from your re-exam June 2024. Can you see this? Krodh, Bhay, Jugupsa and Vismay over here, and you are looking disgust, wonder, astonishment, anger, fear over here. Okay, so this is the question from your 30th of August examination. Krodh, Bhay, Jugupsa and Vismay. And see, the same question is coming up again, Krodh and Vismay. These two options are, if you are able to get hold of what this Krodh means and what this Vismay means, 100% you will be able to correctly mark the answer in the re-exam as well. Okay, so this was the question from your 18th June, that cancelled paper. Okay, so if you sat on 18th June also and you mark this wrong, and even if you sat on this 30th of August paper and still you mark wrong, then you are completely responsible for that, because you did not study PYQs properly. Okay, so what is Krodh, Shringar, Karuna, Raudra, Adbhut? What is Vismay? What is Rati? What is Soka? If you can analyze from this thing, then pretty obviously you will be able to mark correct answer for this as well. Okay, it's not necessary that every time this will happen or every time this will repeat, but you must know some of the concepts of how things are happening. And even if you do growth, if you know about growth from these things, you will be able to mark the answer correctly. This is how they are setting your paper for NTA, sorry, for NET and JRF, so that you can easily achieve those things. Now let's have a look at another example. So this is the question from your NET June 2022. Okay, 2 years back, June 2022, the question was here. And to your surprise, the same question gets repeated again and again and again. Okay, so it gets repeated in June 2023 as well, plus it gets repeated in December 2023 as well. But now, how you would get hold of it? Okay, so it is saying the central aspect of rational thinking involves deduction, induction, conduction logic, reduction approach, and paradigm. Okay, so you are looking at this question, but what the question is asking you for, if you see this reduction approach, you will find it is somewhat related to reductionism. And this reductionism was asked in 2019 or 20 when I was solving that PYQ 2.0 course. So this was the question asked in 2019 as well. Okay. So they have mentioned in this reduction approach. So this is the most appropriate if you have solved this reductionism in previous year papers. Okay. Now have a look once again. Rational thinking will involve deduction and induction. So this A and B is the correct answer over here. Apart from that, everything is just of no use, okay, in the real exam, but after the exam it is of very much use. Why? Because you can see this is paradigm. Many of you would not know what is a paradigm. Okay, it's completely fine if you don't know paradigm, but what if you studied after this from your own or by from someone who is providing these PYQs to you, the 2.0. Okay, so if you study what is paradigm, then see what will happen. So you said for June 2022 you failed. Okay, let's suppose you failed over there. Now you came back again in June 2023. This is a question. A basic set of beliefs that guide action is called. A basic set of beliefs that guide action is called axiology, paradigm, rhetorical, or ontology. Okay, so most of you will eliminate this ontology, but some of you will mark this paradigm, and this is the correct answer over here. Okay, so now I hope you know what is a paradigm. What is a paradigm? Paradigm is a basic set of beliefs that guide action is called. So for now, let's suppose you are watching this video. Now, what is the paradigm? Paradigm is, okay, many of you will believe now after this video that okay, PYQs are hell lot of important apart from those books which ABC hardcore I am mentioning that also. Okay, so PYQs are hell lot of important. Now what this is a basic set of beliefs of you and me that will guide your action. Okay, so what is this? This is a paradigm. Pretty enough. Okay, now after this day you will understand this paradigm, and whenever this question will come you will be able to solve it correctly. What is a paradigm? Paradigm is a basic set of beliefs that guide action. For whose action? Our action, scientist action, or we can say psychologist action, psychiatrist action. Whatever action a person wants to take, he or she can take. Okay, so now it's pretty much clear that what is a paradigm. It is a basic set of beliefs that guide action is called a paradigm. Now, as soon as you understand this concept in June 2023 or after failing in June 2023, then let's check what is happening in December 2023 paper. Okay. And to your surprise, which best explains about paradigm? Don't worry, you will answer this question correctly 100% just only based on what I told you few seconds back. Okay. When this video was starting, you might not know what is a paradigm, but now you know what is a paradigm. Okay. Now, is it a study of intact meaningful mental events? Did I told like this? A viewpoint regarding physical reality as we perceive. Is solving PYQ a physical reality, or we are perceiving it as a physical reality? No. A point of view shared by a substantial number of scientists. Let's suppose we all are scientists. That provides a general framework for empirical research. Just think on this. It is usually more than just one theory and corresponds more closely to what is called a school of thought. Okay, so mine and yours is now what is now a school of thought for what, for the pyqs. That pyqs are hell lot of important. They are coming 60% to 70%. Okay, so let's suppose we all are scientists, and that provides a general framework for empirical research. Now I and you all will research on the pyqs. Okay, so isn't it a pyq, sorry, isn't it a paradigm, we can say. Okay, somebody else's paradigm can be what, let's suppose another group, whatever their paradigm can be. Okay, no, I have to study the complete syllabus and I have to do this thing and I have to do this thing. Okay, so that is their paradigm. We don't care about that. We care about what, we care about our paradigm. What is that? A point of view shared by a substantial number of scientists. Now I am sharing it with you, so now it is shared with substantial number of scientists, that is providing a general framework for empirical research. Okay, so pyqs are important. It is usually more than just one theory and corresponds more closely to what is called a school of thought. Yes, 100%. Okay. So this is how we understood in the layman terms. So what is the correct answer over here? C and D. So whenever next time, let's suppose in December 2024, this might arise, or it might come in June 2025, or whenever it can be, you will never miss on this paradigm thing. Okay. Why? Because you know C and D, and this is 100% correct. So what you can do, wherever you are making the notes, you can associate these 2 points wherever you are studying about paradigm. Okay, so the correct answer is option number C, C and D only. That is how you do PYQs properly. Paradigm. Reductionism approach asked in 2019. Important. Okay. Conduction logic, only NTA knows. I don't know. Induction, reduction, aspects of your rational thinking. Okay. So they might ask you, deduction and induction are the two things which are involved in. They will give you options like these, and one option will be rational thinking. Okay. So this is how you think for your examination point of view. So you just saw 3 questions on the same theme, and those are PYQ repeat. So will you not do PYQs now? You have to do PYQs very, very precisely, very, very, we can say the first thing you wake up, the first thing you are going to sleep, you need to do is the PYQs if you are here for clearing this NET or JRF examination. Okay. So for JRF, it also implies the same for paper 1. For paper 1 also you can do the same thing, and you will find most of the answers for that as well. Okay. But it is not a very logical thing to do. Okay, it is not a rational thing to do, but it depends on what your needs are and whatever your thema press and whatever it is happening around you. Okay, so if you are solely preparing for JRF, do this thing for paper 1 as well. Sometimes you will get lucky, sometimes you will get not lucky, but paper number 2, 100%, and you are seeing right in front of you. Now interestingly, one more question we will deal with. Now this particular question, this came in December 2022, if I'm not wrong. It came in December 2022. The paper was on 15th of March 2023. Okay, so thing is like that. They are asking you about some disease, syndrome, and disorder, whatever it is. Turner syndrome, Fragile X, Down syndrome, Klinefelter. Every time you are going to sit in this examination, you must mug this concept up. Whatever is happening over here, you must understand this concept of whatever is happening over here, because 100% you will find the question repeating again and again. Turner syndrome, Fragile X, Down syndrome, and Klinefelter. Okay, so this is a favorite theme that they will ask you. Okay, favorite of this NTA guys. Okay, it is very, very important. Turner syndrome, Fragile X, Down syndrome. So let's suppose you sat in December 2022 attempt and you not qualified. Then what is going to happen is, if you understood this concept over here, this is very, very important. Now let's have a look. You would have marked correctly if you would have understood all these concepts in your June 2024 examination. Okay, so this was the recent examination. They have asked this thing, and they messed up in one more question. They have asked about Klinefelter, if I'm not wrong. They have asked the same question on Klinefelter syndrome as well. Okay, so 4 easy marks just by doing what? Just by doing PYQs properly. If you do PYQs, you will not miss more marks as you will miss if you just study theory, theory, and theories. Okay, so make sure that you understand this. No amount of mock test you will do will help you, but doing this PYQs thoroughly, regularly, okay, will help you a lot. So now it completely depends on you how you are going to approach these PYQs, which are very, very important for qualifying NET and for JRF. For JRF, you will need to do for paper 1 and paper 2 both. And for NET, if you do for paper 1, sorry, paper 2 is more than enough. you will score 70 to 80 just based on PYQs. Okay, just based on PYQs, you will score 70 to 80 questions correctly if you are confident enough, if you are getting through the concepts very precisely, and if you have read books. Okay, if you have read books, then only you will be able to score this much. If not, 60 plus pretty easily, 60 plus you will be getting pretty easily, plus 60 plus plus reading book you will get 70 to 80, and then you will be able to qualify for net easily. And for paper number 1, you have to score little decent, around 20 to 30 questions. If you are able to manage, then it's fine. Okay, and now more interestingly, one more thing, that if you study research properly, it will also help you in paper number 1. So 5 questions from your research are saved, or we can say are saved from there, if you study this research thing properly. Okay, this is very important. And unit number 2nd and unit number 9 are the most important units of your UGC net psychology. Even if you skip unit number 5 completely, it's completely fine. You have mental knowledge about memory, about learning, and about all those things, but you can't miss unit number 2nd and unit number 9. This is very important. And if you are going for JRF this thing, then this is becomes very interesting, and it becomes very important for you as well, because 80 to 90% people will miss questions on this two particular unit. Okay, they'll all will mark Sri Aurobindo, all will mark Pavlov conditioning, and all will mark all those things. But when asked about TA, when asked about therapies, when asked about research designs, when asked about Solomon Foursquare and all those things, you will be wondering how questions are coming. But if you have studied properly, you will be able to mark those questions correctly, and you will be able to score for your net or for your GRF. Okay, so this is how you should prepare each and every time you are sitting for examination, and make that attempt your last attempt. Okay, you are not here to dwell on this, and people have spent lives on also on this particular exam. So you are not here for doing that. You are just here to do the PYQs properly. Just study the hardcore ABC books and nothing else to do. Okay, because if you are reading, there are number of available books in the market which you can read, which will help you in your future. But for cracking this examination, you have to follow the PYQs. Okay, so books plus PYQs, you will never fail. And net is 100% sure. JRF depends on luck. Net is 100% sure you will be able to get if you follow this much only. Okay, so make sure that you do PYQs very keenly, very religiously, because these are the like Bible, Gita, Quran, whatever it is, for clearing this net examination or for this GRF examination. Okay, so make sure that you study PYQs very well for the upcoming December attempt or upcoming June attempt, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Okay, all right. And if you like to do PYQs with me, if you like to do PYQs, how to solve PYQs, what is the concept behind that, and if you want to study more thing, I mean, in short, if you want to clear net or JRF, and if you are having less time, if you are not having complete time, you don't want to waste time on exploring the PYQs, just join the premium PYQ 2.0. Whatever has been told in the videos, just do that much, and you will be clearing that in the next attempt, net or JRF, depending upon your luck, this JRF thing. But net, pretty sure you will be able to get from this premium 2.0. Okay, so this is just a suggestion, not for everyone. Those who have less time, who have given number of attempts, and who want to clear this as fast as possible, they can join for this. And to join this, you will have number in the description. You can contact over there, ask the details about this, and every video is recorded. Okay, so my recorded videos are more than enough to clear this net and JRF examination. So make sure all the videos are recorded. You can watch anytime, any number of time, and any day, as long as you are having validity for that. Okay, all right. So do this much and you are good to go. Or if not, do PYQs on your own, which are very important. Okay, thank you.